first month of the season is completely done, and we're 15-14, which honestly isn't that bad, but it isn't great either. So I want to make a couple of moves and try to make our team a little bit better to make sure that we can at least make a run to the playoffs this year. So our team is slow, especially in the outfield. So I need to get somebody that can be fast and can track down balls and get us a couple of steals and a couple of extra base hits. So Byron Buxton, the guy out of Minnesota, is an incredible young talent. He's in one heck of a cold streak right now. So it's a little risky. We're giving up Kevin Pillar, John Fade Foley, and Devon Travis. Travis and both Foley are actually still pretty young and still pretty good, so that makes me nervous, but sometimes you got to give up something to get a little something, and hopefully this cold streak is something of the past for Byron Buxton. In terms of first base, we're actually sitting pretty well, but I need to get rid of Kendrys Morales because his contract is $12 million a year, and I don't want that anymore. We're trying to shed some contracts. We've got a lot of young players on our team, so Luis Garcia is one of the better trades that's being offered to us. So the Angels, welcome to having Kendrys Morales and his really big contract on your team. Now in free agency, because we traded away a couple of people, we need some people that can also be in our bench. So Lance Hutchins, 20 years old, got some pretty good stats. We're gonna go ahead and trade, or not even trade him, we're gonna sign him. It's pretty interesting because right now he's basically jobless, and we brought him onto the team. Then along with him, we're also gonna bring in Logan Morrison. I need a backup first baseman. I don't want to pay him $11 million though, so we're going to drop that down to about 10.3. I'm going to give him a player option, 3 years, and about 6.1 million. That should be enough to get him excited, and we've got him on board. So we're picking up here is the bottom of the 8th inning. We got a 1-0 lead, and Marcus Stroman, right now he's dealing. So we're going to try to keep the shutout going for him. It's going to be tough though. 2 outs, a guy at second base, 40,000 in attendance right now, and Stroman's just trying to get out of this inning. It's a deep foul ball. A lot of fastballs so far. We're going one down and away. It's right across the middle, but it's still going to work. So we got a 1-2 count right now. Stroman's dealing. Couple different options here. I think we're going to go, let's go slider. Let's bring it inside. So we can jam him or get him a strikeout. He's not going to swing on that one. So we got to go fastball, I think, back here. The pitch we have the most confidence in. Let's try to go down and away. Got a hold of it. We're going to get the guy here. We're going to hold the runner. Actually, it doesn't even matter. That's the end of the inning. Take it. Freddie Galvis is actually having a pretty solid year. I mean, we have Bo Bichette basically in AAA waiting, but the way Freddie Galvis is playing, it might be next season when he actually comes up. So again, a 1-0 lead, and we're swinging at a bad one. Now, San Fran has a couple of righties loosening up in the bullpen, but I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. I kind of want to leave Stroman in, but what a play by the right fielder first out of the inning. Up next, our prize player, Christian Yelich, who line out to 30s, 0-for-3, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs. So I'm pretty happy. It's about 40 or so games we've played so far this season. Behind him is Vlad Guerrero Jr. And we missed on that one completely. 1-1 count now. The righty's going to bring it in. High. We're going to poke it out to left field. I think it's going to drop. It is going to drop. Yelich finally gets a hit there. We needed that. So now we got Vlad Guerrero Jr. up. Yelich is on first base. We're going to try and hold him there, but I'm actually pretty excited about the possibilities that could happen here. Look, we got a 1-0 lead. If we can get into 2, maybe 3 runs of support, I think we're in a really good spot to close this one out. Top of the 9th, 1 guy on, 1 guy out. Just missed the strike zone. Now, Vlad is 0-for-2 today. He had a walk earlier, but I want to get him a hit just like we got Yelich a hit a little bit ago. So waiting on the pitch here from the righty. 1-0 count again. That one's kind of where we wanted it to be. He got a hold of it, but actually is going back a little bit. Almost to the warning track. It's not going to be anything. If that was about 50 feet to the left, it might have been over the wall, but instead, second out of the inning with Jake Lamb, who's also 0-for-3 today. Strike out in the 7th. A lot of our guys have struggled today, man. Not a lot of hits for the squad overall. Only had 4 hits today. They've had 8, and still we have a 1-0 lead. Nice little cutter, bringing it back in the zone. The 2-2 count. Trying to drive one here. This is a big one. Got to make a play somehow. Got a hold of one, Jake Lamb. It's got potential now. We're going to see if it goes off the wall. That one is going to be off of the wall. Yelich is going to score. Lamb has an easy double there. Should be a stand up here. Slide by Yelich. And it's a 2-0 lead now for the Toronto Blue Jays. That's why you go out there and get yourself a Jake Lamb. Now, GURRIEL Jr. is up 4 home runs, 18 RBIs. He's 1-for-3 on the day. He had 3 home runs coming in, and he got his 4th in today's game. Little base hit in the outfield. Might score Jake Lamb. Again, righty on righty action here. 2 outs. 1 on. He's going to poke it out to right field. That's beautiful. That's exactly where you want to hit it. He's going to get his guy over there. We're going to try to get him to second base. He's going to be close. He just got that one. So the 2 runs of support that we wanted from Marcus Stroman, we got him. with a hit by GURRIEL Jr. Now Hernandez is up. We're down at the bottom of the order basically here. The number 7 hitter's up, and we've been doing really well. Little hit here to the right-hand side, but it will be foul. Sitting on a 1-1 count now. Got one slice up the middle. The hits just keep on coming. Where were these earlier? The squad couldn't get anything done. We're getting this one all the way over. Hernandez should have a triple at this point, probably a stand-up, and all of a sudden, we've got one heck of a lead. So a new pitcher comes in, and I don't blame him. Sam Dyson, 1-3 on the year, an ERA about 6.43. Not very good for him so far this season, but Danny Jansen's up. Had a solid 2019, 2 homers, 6 RBIs, averages around the low 230s. He has a guy right to his left, about 90 feet away, that he could try to knock in here with 2 outs. The guy is on third. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Had a walk earlier, an intentional walk at that. And he takes a good cut for the first one. Trying to lock in here on another one. Had a hold of one, split it over, and a great play by the second baseman. That's going to be an out. It's going to end the inning, and I think it will let Marcus Stroman go the distance. He's got a chance for a complete game shutout here. So Evan Longoria is the first batter here for St. Fran. He's 0 for 2. He's got a walk, and you know what? Stroman, he's been dealing. We're keeping him in. We get a nice little fastball up top. He's got a hold of that one. Guerrero Jr. is going back. This is slightly making it out of play, but going to stay in bounds. Guerrero Jr. first out of the inning. So Marte's up now, 0 for 2 with a walk. Again, a couple of walks here so far, but I'm not really mad at how our guys pitch. Even when you give up no runs like this, it's been a good day at the ballpark. For the first pitch strike, it is huge. Any young pitcher in a game like this, you got to get it. We're going to go to the cutter. Down inside a little bit towards the middle half of the zone. Just missed the strike zone. We are getting pretty low on energy, so we got to make sure we make some strikes here, because if we don't, I don't want to pull Stroman out. So with the count all even up, we're going to go for a fastball down and away. Either a full count, or it's going to be hit over here. Oh my God, we're so close. Oh, he's got 11 speed. We got plenty of time. Actually, we had just in the nick of time there. Another big play by Guerrero Jr. Now it's Joe Panic. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 0 for 2 on the day. Stroman can go for the complete game shutout here. Go high, fastball, up and tight. These have been pretty good for him today. Now he's going to see one get poked over Jake Lamb's head. Unfortunately, that was not going to be where we needed. And there's a guy on now. Stroman, don't let us slip here. A little bit of a pinch hit here. Chris Shaw's coming in, 270, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and no stolen bases. So obviously not a speedster on the base pass, but it is going to be a lefty coming up. It's a righty. Do have a lefty we could bring in from the bullpen, but I like Stroman right now. I think he's going to be just fine here. Slider here is going to get out off to the left-hand side. Ball boy's going to make a play. Now here's his opportunity. Confidence through the roof. Going fastball up and in. We got him swinging. That should be a can of corn for the right fielder, Christian Yelich. He's ready, and that is going to seal the game. A 4-0 victory. Stroman picks up the dub, and the Blue Jays are feeling good right now. So Stroman ends up getting player of the game. He gave up 7 hits. He had 3 strikeouts and did have 4 walks, but still, nobody scored a run, and that's what matters the most. As of right now, Ken Giles has been trash. He's lost a bunch of saves. He's got an above 5.0 ERA. And we need more starting pitching. So with Dallas Keuchel as the number 1 guy, we can get Kevin Gausman as our number 2, slide in there with Marcus Stroman. I think that'll be a pretty good 3-headed rotation. We're going to trade for Gausman, give up Ken Giles, Billy McKinney, a young left fielder, Julio Pinto, a young shortstop, give Dante Bichette Jr. So we're going to be fine in that area. Making this trade, I need a better bullpen. It just got a lot better in our rotation. So our team right now is just not playing well. We're about 3 games below 500. And look, something's got to go. We got to go ahead and get rid of some of these coaches. So I got to make a big change right now. First up, Charlie Montoyo. We got to get him out of here. So we're going to bring on a young coach in Julio Almanzar. +2 to play discipline and stealing, +1 to contact, and -2 to hits per 9. Basically, every coach is going to have something they're minus of. I almost signed Jeffrey Dutton, but we're going to go with Julio here and see if we can make him an offer that hopefully he can't refuse. So we're going to make the offer. He's accepted it. We got a new head coach. As you can tell, our hitting coach is also terrible, so guess what? He's getting fired too. Best hitting coach I could find has an A attribute grade. He is +1 to power, play discipline, bunting, and drag bunting. We don't really bunt around these parts, but he's gonna have a single minus across the board, so we got to make this guy an offer that hopefully he can't refuse either. So 3 years, $2.9 million. He's also a member of the Blue Jays. So our entire coaching staff has been revamped. We have Julio Almanzar as our manager. Our hitting coach is George Calhoun, which you guys saw. Our pitching coach now, again, pluses across the board. First base coach, same thing. And then we go down here to our third base coach, same thing. Our farm director is actually pretty good already, so we didn't really hire him, but We lost a lot of money because we had to pay the rest of those contracts out. But in my opinion, this should be worth it. So the first year player draft is here, and the 9th overall pick happens to belong to us. So let's see if we can make some good selections here. And a guy we've scouted really well, we have our eyes on, has been Luis Carmona. He's 18. He's due up in 2023 is when they're projecting him to be in the majors. But if you look across the board, his ratings are pretty good. His potential is an 80. I think he'll be pretty good. He's got solid speed. So we're going to go ahead and draft Luis Carmona with our pick. Now, the first year player draft is over, and honestly, we're pretty good about it. So we have Luis Carmona, potential 94. Angelo Jones, potential 76. James. Honestly, one of the worst names of all times, 83 potential. Rafael Manoso with an 84 potential. Antonio Cisneros with an 80 potential. And then lastly, Jesus Caballero, the 77 potential. Now, keep in mind, you guys have an opportunity to become one of these players. All you have to do is leave a comment down below. Tell me which player you want to be. See, there's a little form for you. You just want to type in the name that you want the player to be named, the player you're replacing, and then we'll go from there in a future episode. We'll announce it in the future. We've also had a pretty big trade go down. Tommy Pham has been acquired by the Pittsburgh Pirates. So you can tell right now he's an 88 overall at 31. The Rays ended up getting Josh Bell, a 77, Chad Kuhl, a 71, and Pablo Reyes, a 73. Who do you guys think won the deal? We're picking up here. This is going to be a tight one. We're down. We're trying to get the win. Got France Hutchins. That guy we signed from free agency. Well, he's actually doing pretty well. He's 2 for 4 in the day. Got 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the 9th inning, down 1 run. Fastball that is fouled off, and so much for doing well for Mr. Franz. So Brandon Drury, 0 for 3, a ground out. See what Drury can get for us here. It's all up to him right now. A base hit might score a run. And he gets hit. Okay. I'm cool with this. Base is loaded now. Pressure got to the pitcher on that one. So a new pitcher comes in, Justin Anderson, 7-0 on the year. 3.19 ERA. Why are you being a relief pitcher for 7-0? It's kind of wild to me if you ask me. Seems a little wild, but Christian Yelich. Okay, Christian. He's batting 297, a little bit shy of 300. Bases loaded. Got the righty on the lefty. We'll take that first one. Honestly, I kind of want to go for a power swing. I think might be able to drive one here. Got a hold of one. It's going to be in the gap. Don't catch it. You caught it. You win some, you lose some, and unfortunately, this is one that we definitely lost. So as it currently stands, we're about 16 games back in our own division. Which is not exactly ideal, and in the wild card, we're about 3.5 games back. So we're trending where I want us to be trending. We need to pick up some more W's, but at this point, as we get closer to the All-Star break, every single game matters, and if the team can turn it around, including Byron Buxton, got a chance at the wild card in my opinion.